Is anything real in this game, man? No, really though, absolutely no shade to anybody. Please spare me. I am just a lowly masher, okay? If you're having trouble getting used to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and have no idea what you're doing besides mashing buttons, don't worry, I am one and the same. But I'm about to show you guys one of the first beginner combos I think you should focus on learning before you hop into online rank. A super easy and super basic beginner combo that all newcomers can try. A lot of characters do have different rush chain options, so just to prove to y'all how good this beginner combo can be, I'm gonna have the bot guarding the whole time. Nothing extra like super counter or perception or vanish, though just purely holding down the guard button for you guys. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, do consider leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the channel for more daily Dragon Ball Sparking Zero content. I don't care how late the upload comes out, I'm sticking to this daily thing until I drop. And let's hop right in. Alright fellas, so I think just beside the simple burst dashing or sidestepping around your opponent, rolling hammer is probably the most common way to get behind them, but it is blockable and evadable. And I'm gonna have to switch to Ultra Instinct Goku right here because unfortunately Daima Goku does not have rolling hammer. All right, so starting off, my boys, we're just gonna go straight to UI Goku's controls right here, and I'm gonna show you guys his rush chain actions. Rolling hammer is gonna be his triple square plus triangle rush chain, and I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like on hit and on block as well. So we'll start out behind Jiren and just turn him straight around. Now if we were to do that to him on block, two things could happen here. Either if you broke his guard with that, it's gonna send him flying away and end the combo just right there, or he'll just be able to block it normally. So I'll show you guys. See? Okay. You see how we did it after we broke his guard with the same thing? Now I'll show you guys what it looks like breaking his guard with something else, just so you see he's able to block it right there. Boom, able to block it. We break his guard with it, and then it just sends him away. So it won't make them turn around if you do break their guard with it. So it's a little bit different than if you were just able to hit them with it outright. If you break their guard and then try to rolling hammer them, they're either going to be able to block it, or if you broke their guard with rolling hammer, it's just going to send them away as if you did, you know, a second or third rush chain command in the same combo. And even then, there's other little cute things you can do to get around the opponent, like perfect smash and the dragon dash cancel too, which I'm not a master at all. That's why you about to see this pre-recorded clip. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I'm gonna just keep it transparent with y'all. There's a couple of other things that you need to know before we do hop into the combo structure though. One, I'm not a pro. Never treat me like I am. I just mash the buttons with my forehead, okay? And two, getting behind your opponent in whichever way you're able to pull that off is the main objective. When you're in front of the opponent, they have access to all defensive options available to us, but the minute you maneuver behind them, this cuts off their access to a lot of annoying things like sonic sway, revenge counter, perception, and super perception, which I just found out you have to literally be in front of them for this to proc. I think you can even just slightly sidestep around them and get around perception and just the classic guard, okay? So now that you've used your fancy movement tech that you saw on Twitter and you've been practicing for the last 12 hours, I still don't have it down. I gotta pull another all-nighter for this, man. It's a lot of tech in this game. Now we can get into what you can do when you're behind your opponent and you caught them with their pants down, compromising position. Hey, Jiren, do know that you can still super counter even when your back is turned, so be sure you work on your timing of that too to really excel in this game. And remember, things like explosive wave, and I think barrier works like this as well, right? But I could be wrong about that one, will still cook you. Moves like that are just reliable. And I'm not all the way too familiar yet with every situation you can vanish out of entirely, but I'm sure there's definitely someone out there way more knowledgeable than me that can fully explain vanish and all of its applications and when you're able to use it. So back to the combo now. All right, so now that we've successfully maneuvered around the opponent, we can go and start with everybody's favorite part of the game, right? Pressing the damn buttons. So what I like going for, we're going to maneuver back behind him. We're going to do our first rush chain action, which is just going to be mashing square, okay? So we're going to press square, what is it, like 5 times? And on that 5th time is going to push the opponent back. And if you guys have been playing this game to any capacity for more than like 30 minutes by now, you should know already that after you do this first rush chain action, you can go ahead and press X and get a step in. And that step in is going to allow you to continue your combo. You can do one more rush chain action, but you have to end this with something else or it's going to end the combo for you. That's a really important aspect that you guys should know. So say that I did, okay, well, rolling hammer isn't what I wanted to do there. So for example, let's say I was to do Ki Cannon twice in a row. it's gonna end the combo for me by itself right there, and there's really nothing else you can do. So basically you can only get the same rush chain action in a combo twice before the game just says, hey my nigga, enough of that. There's no infinites, you're doing too much. Okay, so with this combo, I know you guys are ready to get to the combo, but there was just a lot of stuff that I felt like had to be explained because I don't really see too many other people explaining it outside of my boy Hanger. Okay, all right fellas, so as far as the combo itself, it's gonna seem like it's a lot going on here probably, but I promise you it's just a lot of mashing the same button over and over again. So I'll show you guys the combo first and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Once you get behind your opponent, nice little 21k from UI Goku. All right, so obviously every character in the game isn't going to be able to pull off 21k damage with a combo like that because of the damage output or certain characters just being stronger than others. Some characters have entirely different rush chain actions as well, so this is why I switched back to Daima Goku. As far as I know, most characters do have flying kick though, so this should be universal. If it's not, please don't throw me off of a cliff in the comments. I have not tried all 180 plus characters yet, but the structure is still the same, and you do kind of have to time this step in after the rush knockback, because if you don't do it fast enough, the opponent can turn around and block. But now let's talk about everything that I did here. It seems like a lot, I know, but it's probably 4 parts to this combo total. All right fellas, so we're gonna take this step by step from when you first get behind the opponent, or even when you open them up, but you know, just getting behind them is gonna cut off those defensive options we talked about earlier. What you're gonna want to do is you're just gonna want to mash square until you push them back after the end of that first rush chain action. So we're just gonna mash square a bunch of times. Oops, I don't know why I stopped pressing square right there. Why would I ever stop mashing square? What's wrong with me? So we're gonna mash square, boom, step in, mash square again, boom, step in. Now this time we're gonna do flying kicks, and we're gonna do lift strike after that. Knock them down with triangle, mash triangle, and on this last vanish you're gonna want to press circle for lightning attack. Okay, I think that's what it's called. So just to go through that a little bit slower, because I know I was talking through the whole thing, I was trying to keep up with what Goku was doing. So step 1, we're just gonna mash square until we push them back. Okay, and we're gonna do this twice. We're gonna do mash square, push them back, and then step in with X. So press square 5 times, boom, step in. And you want to do this fast enough before they turn around, because if he turns around, he's going to be able to block. Okay, so mash square, push them back, step in, do it a second time. Now this time you want to do flying kicks. Okay, I kind of did a heavy finish right there. And also, yes, trust me, I know certain parts of this combo are vanishable, they're super counterable. Only about half of their defensive options are gone here, but there's a lot in this game, man. So hey, what are we gonna do? We got to take what we can get. Now you want to do this square 5 times and step in sequence twice. Okay, on the 3rd step in, you want to do flying kicks and then continue mashing square again until right before you push the opponent back, because remember, if you push them back a 3rd time, it's gonna end the combo. So to extend this even further, instead of pressing square that 4th or 5th time, we're gonna do lift strike, which is our launcher, and you can do this by pressing up plus triangle. After that, immediately press X to chase the opponent in the air, and then press triangle again right away to follow up. Now we're gonna go back into pressing square again, and you can only get what, about four of these here, I would guess. So before you launch the opponent away with rapid square presses again, so you want to end the combo by launching them back into the ground with down plus triangle. Once they're headed towards the ground, press triangle again to vanish attack them, and then again to vanish attack them for a 2nd time. Finally, we end the combo with lightning attack by pressing circle after that 2nd vanish attack, and that's the little kick where you kind of just like dive kick them into the ground. As you guys saw earlier, I did do this with Daima Goku as well, who only has heavy finish and flying kicks, so this should be able to be done with the majority of the characters on the roster. But just to end the video off, I'll go ahead and show the combo on regular speed for you guys one more time. I'll be sure to put, I mean, do you guys need the notations? It's just a bunch of square presses and some triangles here and there. But if you do need to know the exact buttons that were pressed in order, I'll be sure to put that down below in the comments if you guys ask me to. All right, fellas, I hope y'all enjoyed the combo video in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Once again, I'm not sure if that's universal. I really feel like it is though, because we didn't do anything fancy with the rush chain actions or anything like that. The only thing we really used was flying kick and lift strike. Okay, but that is gonna do it for this video, guys. I just wanted to go over a little bit of the combo structure and some of the defensive options that the opponents have when you have them, whether they're in hit stun or block stun in the game. That is gonna do it for this one, fellas. Let me know down below in the comments if I messed anything up. Again, I'm not a pro, I'm still learning just like everyone else, but I do really like labbing in this game. Anyways, have a great day. I'm gonna see you fellas in the next one. Bye guys.